I grabbed her wrist in front of 200 guests the moment I saw her smile at that message, because I knew exactly who it was from. The wedding hall in Houston was glowing with chandeliers, music drowning out the truth I was about to drag into the light. My wife, the woman everyone called elegant, perfect, untouchable, tried to pull her hand back and laughed like I was overreacting. But I had seen the name flash on her screen, my ex-best friend. The same man I once trusted with my career, my home, my life. Around us, glasses froze mid-air, conversations died, and the crowd slowly turned. I leaned closer and whispered, "Don't pretend your phone froze again." Her face went pale. And that's when I realized, this night wasn't going to end the way she planned. If you love a good twist, hit that subscribe button. Tell us your location and if it's day or night there. Dark stories feel different in the dark. I didn't let go of her wrist. Not even when she hissed my name through clenched teeth, telling me I was humiliating her in public. That word, humiliating, almost made me laugh. Because she had spent months rewriting my reality behind my back. The groom's table wasn't mine. It never had been. I was just the man everyone respected. Until tonight. Across the hall, my phone buzzed again. A second message from the same contact she claimed was just a client. I didn't even need to open it. I already knew what it would say. My wife finally yanked her hand free. "You're crazy," she snapped, forcing a smile for the watching crowd. "It's nothing. You're making a scene." But I wasn't the one making a scene. The room already was. People were whispering, recording, watching. And that's when I made my first move. I turned my phone around and showed the screen to the nearest table. A video started playing, her voice, unmistakable, laughing in a hotel lobby in Las Vegas. His voice right beside hers. The same man I used to call brother. A woman gasped. Someone dropped a glass. The sound cracked through the hall like a gunshot. The room went silent. My wife lunged for my phone, but I pulled it back just in time. "Don't," I said calmly. "You don't get to rewrite this anymore." Her eyes darted around the room, searching for escape. For control. For anything. But I had already taken both. I stepped onto the small stage where speeches were supposed to happen. The microphone was still warm from the officiant. I tapped it once. Twice. Feedback screamed through the hall. Everyone covered their ears. "Before anyone claps for love tonight," I said, my voice steady, "you should know what it looks like when it's built on lies." My wife shouted for them to stop me, but nobody moved. Nobody defended her. Not even her friends. Because the video kept playing. Vegas. Hotel bar. Her hand in his. That smile she always told me was just polite. The same smile I saw tonight on her phone. My ex-best friend was supposed to be here. He wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Coward always preferred distance. Then my phone rang again. Unknown number. I answered it on speaker. His voice filled the hall. "Bro, don't do this. You don't understand what she told me." Laughter broke out somewhere in the crowd. Not joy. Shuck. I cut him off. "Tell them what you told me," I said. "Or I will." Silence on the line. My wife was shaking now. Not crying yet. Not apologizing. Just calculating. That's when I knew she still thought she could survive this. She leaned toward me, whispering through her teeth. "You'll ruin yourself too." I smiled. "No," I said. "Just you." I pressed play again. This time, it wasn't Vegas. It was Houston. A private restaurant. Her calling me a safe choice. Her laughing about how easy it was to keep me distracted while she built her real life. The crowd turned colder. Phones rose higher. And then the notifications started. Someone had uploaded it already. Her face appeared on Instagram stories. Then TikTok. Then Twitter. The wedding was no longer a wedding. It was a broadcast. My wife stepped back like the floor had disappeared. "Turn it off," she whispered. "Please." But I couldn't hear her anymore. Because my ex-best friend finally showed up outside. I could see him through the glass doors. Watching. Frozen. And I realized something simple. This wasn't discovery anymore. This was collapse. I walked to the door and opened it just enough for the noise to spill out. "You came to take everything from me," I said quietly. "So I made sure you could both have it." He didn't step in. He just stared at her through the glass. My wife turned, saw him, and for the first time, she looked afraid. Not of me. Of losing control. Security finally arrived, but it was too late. The damage was already viral. The company I worked for was already getting tagged. Her client meetings were already being exposed. Her career, built on image, connections, lies, started burning in real time. She whispered my name one last time, softer now. "Please, don't end me like this." I leaned in close enough for only her to hear. "You ended yourself the moment you smiled at that message." The guards escorted her out while cameras flashed like lightning. My ex-best friend disappeared into the night without a word, and I stayed behind in the silence she left me with. The room slowly emptied. People avoided my eyes like I was the storm they survived. I picked up her abandoned phone from the table. One last message lit the screen. "Unknown contact, everything's out. Should I keep posting?" I didn't reply. I just locked the screen and let it end on its own. The end.